AAA
My
is.
guess is most people don't know the benefits. You know, our challenge has been roadside service is the cornerstone of who we are, but our partnerships and our discounts is really the value behind the membership.
I would love. Okay, this would be a fun experiment to run. It's like I pay $89 or whatever it is, like the basic membership of AAA.
Yep.
And like I want someone to calculate how much money they actually make back in the long run.
Our average member saves about 3 times what they spend on their membership. That's the average.
But you're averaging, you're making
Now,
$300 back.
Personally, I
$250.
spend about 70 nights in a Marriott. And
wow.
the AAA discount when you go to a Marriott and some of our other hotel partners is substantial. So I can assure you, I've probably saved $3,000 or $4,000. If you book a rental car through Hertz, you're going to get the best rate. You know, we have a buy one get one, so you get a free day. If you have a child that needs a car seat, you don't have to upgrade. You get a free car seat with Hertz. So, I mean, when you look at the partnerships that we have,
and that's like okay, it's like $15 or I don't know what it
Yeah.
is, like $24.99.
Yeah.
It's like those little things, like those can add up.
they
over
add
time.
up. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Our largest partnership in this area is with Lens Crafters. The average member saves like $110 at Lens Crafters. $89 membership to save $110, another $100 for oil changes, $25 at Hertz. You know, it just keeps stacking.
Okay, so
the Fast Pass, the member lounge.
Remember when you said you weren't going to answer the question of if I'm an idiot for not being a member or not?
Yeah.
I think you just answered the question.
Yeah.
Like, what
But we haven't done a good job of speaking to our younger demographic. Our average member is 58 years old, Nate. And that's the challenge. So now we've got an incredible marketing team in place. We're on TikTok, which I had to download the other day for the first time. You know, our social media presence is there. We're working with some AI companies. Like we have to get.
Yes, it's not like a value problem. It's a messaging problem.
It's a messaging problem.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, and that's like segues us really well into like this innovation to the front, right? Because like, things are changing. And like, to me, if your average member is 58, like that is clearly a problem with like not your marketing and your messaging probably of like not tailoring to my demographic. Cause I'm like, why would I do this? Right? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Like, but now after I sit here and have like we're 20 minutes into the conversation and I'm like, I'm a freaking moron. Like I should be on there buying a membership right now.
Yeah.
Like you could make I literally seems, I don't know, quote me if I'm wrong, but I could like make my membership dues back in a day. If I were buying glasses or, buying travel, I could literally spend $89 to save over $89.
So I have a lot of friends, and they ask me, why would I want to be a AAA member? Now, most of us have, drivers that are 16 to 24 years old, and I say, how valuable is your time? Because, yes, you can change a battery or you can jumpstart your daughter down at IU, but why not have me do it for that $89 a year for free? That right there. I don't know what your time is worth, Nate, but I can tell you this. If your battery is dead in this parking lot and you call me, and within 30 minutes I'm here replacing your battery or giving you a jump start, is that not worth $89?
So do you get like a better price on the battery too?
We do, because you can imagine.
Because that's not cheap.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not hard. Like I'm like, semi handy enough. Like it's not hard to replace your battery, but it's freaking annoying.
And they're heavy. Like you have to drive to the local store. You have to buy a battery. First off, do you know what battery? You have to research the battery. If you're like me, you would have to YouTube how to take your old battery out and put your new battery in. Just let us do it. Let us give you a 3-year, no hassle. If anything happens to that battery, we come out and put a brand new one in. And I still think that price, with us coming to your house, doing it for you on your time, is cheaper than what you can get.
Yeah, and it's like,
at
imagine
big box store.
you have a stopwatch and you press go, and it's like you value your time, even let's say low level, like $20 an hour.
Yep.
It's like I still think it's adding pretty fairly in there.
Yes.
Like wow.
No
Okay.
doubt.
I'm intrigued, but we're talking. Gosh, this messaging issue, right? And like the way that you guys are localizing, like you're talking about like partnership, because I'm sure that your analog, like Michigan Motor Club or whatever it would be called, like has a deal with Ford Field or someone up there, and like how you guys are investing the Hoosier Motor Club locally. I think that's really cool and like a cool innovation, as well as just like how you're trying to get more. I'm 27. How you're trying to get more 27-year-olds to be AAA members.
Yeah. So I'm not a marketing person, but I'll tell you what my vision is. Right. My vision is if I go into a partnership with you, I expect something for my member. And I see logos on buildings and signs. That does nothing for me. So if I'm going to invest in a partnership with, let's say, the Indianapolis Indians, they need to do something for my member. The logo is great, but what value does this bring for our member in Indiana? Because that's what they're paying for, right? They want to see something. So they get discounted tickets. There's special spaces they can go. I think it's 10% off at the concession stands. So that almost saves you $89 right there. So we've got the Indianapolis Indians. We just signed a deal with the Indiana Hoosiers. Same thing. There's going to be a AAA member lounge at every football game now. So you can go in and have your own private tailgate area. We have the tailgate lounge at Live Nation. The Conner Prairie tickets, I forget the percentage off right off the top of my head, but the Conner Prairie deal is an excellent deal for admission and these concerts they have. So again, what can our members get from you? And I'll pay the partnership expense. And that's what we're looking for in a partner right now.
And you just stack up those benefits, right? Or it's
Yeah.
like, in literally those four things. Like, I do get what people, like the counter argument to that would be like, well, I have to pay, and then I also have to pay more. It's like, well, you're just going to sit in your house all year long. Like, no, you're not. Like, you're going to go to an Indians game. Maybe you're going to go to Conner Prairie. Maybe you're going to go to these different places and do these things. Like, you might as well save the money.
Maybe your car breaks down. I mean, I think a 10-mile tow is $140 some. So if you just have a tow with us, that's going to take care of it.